Hello friends, today we are going to discuss formatted input. First thing is that what do you mean by formatted input? Formatted input refers to an input data that has been arranged in a particular format. It is possible in C using the scanf function. The syntax of scanf is scan in open and close parentheses format string that is included in the double quotation mark, then comma, ampersand variable 1 comma ampersand variable 2 comma up to variable ampersand variable n. In this ampersand is called address operator. The format string specifies the field format in which the data is to be entered and the arguments variable 1, variable 2 up to variable n. It specifies the address of the location where the data is stored. Format string and arguments are separated by commas. Format string, also known as a control string, contains field specifications which direct the interpretation of input data. It may include field or format specification consisting of the conversion character percentage sign, a data type character or type specifier, and an optional number specifying the field width. Blanks, tabs, or new lines. So these are the things that are included in the format string, that is also called the control string. Blanks, tabs, and new lines are ignored. The data type character indicates the type of data that is to be assigned to a variable associated with corresponding argument. The field width specifier is optional. Care should be exercised to ensure that the input data items match the control specification in order and type. When the attempt is made to read an item that does not match the type expected, the scanf function does not read any further and immediately returns the values read. This table shows the format strings and their use. %d. This format string is used to scan or print an integer as signed decimal number. %f scan or print a floating point number. %c to scan or print a character. %s to scan or print a character strings. The scanning ends at white space. For example, integer a semicolon scan f in quotation marks %d comma ampersand a. This statement reads the integer value and stores it to a variable a. And similarly, if we write int a semicolon float b semicolon and then scanf function scanf in open and close parenthesis under double quotation marks %d %f comma ampersand a and ampersand b reads the integer and real value, because %d is for reading the integer data and %f is used for reading the float data, and these data are assigned to variable a and variable b. So let us try to understand scanf function through examples. So in this example, reading integer value and displaying, we have to read an integer value from the keyboard and display that one on the output screen. Naturally, for this one, scanf as well as printf function are used. If we have a program like this one, in this program we have to enter a value through scanf function and print that value on the output screen using the printf function. So in this program, first statement is the hash include standard input output dot h, that is included in the less than and greater than sign. We include these standard input output dot header file as we are using number of the library functions like scanf and printf in our program. Now within open and close brace of the main function, first statement is integer a. So this statement declares a variable a which is of integer type. The next statement printf, enter an integer value, then colon. So what is written in the quotation marks of the printf function, as we already have discussed, this is printed on the output screen. And next statement is the scanf function %d comma ampersand a. So when this scanf function is executed, compiler waits for a data. So unless and until that data is entered, execution doesn't move forward. So we have to enter a data. What type of the data? That is clear from this message. Enter an integer value. So we have to enter an integer value and then press the enter key. Once enter key is pressed, execution move forward, and next statement is printf statement. Entered value is %d. So what is at this point? Compiler searches for the variable a, and what is the value of variable a here, that is entered and stored, is gets printed at this point. So when this program is run, we get the output of this nature. First, enter an integer value, this gets printed and cursor blinks after the colon. So unless and until we provide the data, we enter the integer data and press the enter key. Execution doesn't move forward. So here we enter an integer data, suppose it is 67, and press the enter key. Then execution move forward and we get the output as a entered value is 67. So in this way we can get the integer data in our program and that data can be displayed. Now let us take another example. In this example, we have to read integer and floating point data and displaying them. We have to display them. So we can write a program like this one. In this one, we declare the two variables because we have to read the integer data as well as float data. So one variable is of integer type and another variable is of the float type. Again in this program also we have to print a message because when scanf function is run, program compiler waits for the data. So we have to print a message on the output screen what is required by the program. So that's why here using the printf function, enter value of a and b. So what is value we are talking about this program? So we are understanding what is value of a, this is the integer value, and value of b is going to be float value. So we have to enter the integer and float data. So when those data are entered using scanf function, those are stored with variable a and variable b, because in the format string here percentage d indicate the integer data and percentage f for the float data. So percentage d and percentage f, type and number of the data, sequence in which we have to enter the data, this should be matched. Print, so once we enter the data that are stored with the variable a and b, and then using the printf function, value of a equal to, at this point what is the value of a, that is going to be integer data, is gets printed, then slash n. So after printing the integer value, this slash n escape sequence character brings a cursor in the beginning of the next line, and in that line value of b equal gets printed, and after that one percentage f, this format is specifier indicate that we have to print the value of b, that is a floating point value. So value of b gets printed at this point. So when this program is run, we get this message on the output screen, and once we enter these values, 77 that is integer value, 45.5 is the float value, and press the enter key, we get the output. Value of a equals and value of b equals 45.5000, like this one. So in this way we discussed how to read the integer as well as floating point number and displaying them on the output screen. Now let us discuss how to read a character data and display it on the output screen. So again we will discuss through an example program. So again in this example program, here character variable chr is declared, because to read and display the character data we need a character variable. So using character chr semicolon, using this statement character variable chr is declared. Then again a message enter a character is printed on the output screen using the printf function. Scanf, when it is executed, percentage c comma ampersand chr, cursor wait, compiler waits for a character data. So already we have entered a message enter a character. So when character is inputted, execution moves forward. So next statement is printf, or before this one what data is entered, what character is entered, that is stored with the character variable, and then printf entered value, entered character is, after semicolon percentage c is there. So this specify, percentage c specify that we have to print the character data at this point. So compiler searches for the character variable. So what is the value of chr, that gets printed at this point. So in this way when this program is run, so first this message enter a character is displayed, and here we enter a character and press the enter key. Once enter key is pressed, this character is taken in and is stored with the chr character variable, and then using the printf statement it is printed on the output. Now let us discuss how an octal numbers are used in the C programming. So in C programming language, an octal number is represented by preceding with 0. Thus the value in octal can be written as 0123, which is equivalent to 83 in decimal. Octal number is an integer value and it can be stored in integral type of data types like character, short integer, long integer or integer. Percentage %O can be used with the scanf function to read the value in octal format from the user. To print integer number in octal format, again percentage %O is used as a format specifier in printf statement. Now let us see an example. In this example, we have to see that how octal number is inputted and outputted. So a program is written like this one. So printf statement just print this message on the output screen. Input value in octal, then colon, and next is statement is scanf. So percentage %O and ampersand a. So at this point, when scanf function is executed, compiler waits for the data, and unless and until we enter the data, execution doesn't move forward. So when we enter the data, octal data, in a specified format, that data is taken in and is stored with the variable num, which is of the integer type, because octal number is itself a integer data. So once it is stored, execution of program moves forward. So next statement is printf. Entered value is in octal format colon percentage %O. So here we have to print the entered number, that is the octal number at this point, using the format specifier percentage %O. Now when in the next statement entered value is in decimal format, suppose we have to write the value of that octal number in the decimal format, then here we specify format specifier as a percentage %D, and then the value of variable num gets printed at this point, but it will be printed in the decimal equivalent. So when this program is run, we get the output like this one: input value in octal. So we have to input an octal number, and every octal number in C programming is represented with preceding 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. When we write this one, compiler understands that this is the octal number. So it is inputted when we press the enter key, and then program moves forward. So it is taken in and is stored with the variable num, and using the next two statement printf value of octal number in octal format as well as decimal format gets printed. That would be like this one. So here entered value is in octal format 1, 2, 3. Entered value is in the decimal format is 83. Now let us discuss another problem. Just to understand how octal numbers are handled in C programming. So again, this program is similar to the previous program, but when this program is run, if we enter an octal number like this one 0, 1, 2, 7, 8, then what would be the output printed using the printf statement? It would be like this one: entered value is in octal format equal to 1 to 7. Entered value is in decimal format is 87. Here we are entering the value 1278, but here printed value is 127 and its decimal equivalent is 87. Why is it so? Now it would be like this one: the input value is 1278 and the accepted value is 127, because 8 is not a valid octal number, because in octal number we use only from 0 to 7. So that's why this 8 is discarded by the compiler. So octal numbers have only 8 digits which are from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 7, and that's why we get here the wrong result. So only those symbols legal in the octal representation is taken in and printed in the C programming. Now similar to octal number, now discuss how to represent the hexadecimal number in C programming. To input and print a number in a hexadecimal format, we use the percentage %x or percentage small x format. Specifier are used in the scanf and printf function. So these two formats. So one uppercase letter is used, in another lowercase letter are used. So we can say that uppercase letter or lowercase letter can be used in scanf and printf function. Now again let us see how through the program how these in hexadecimal number are inputted and printed on the output screen. And again we will try to understand this through the example program. So in this example program, again using the printf message, enter a hexadecimal number. This message is displayed on the output screen, and when scanf function is executed, compiler waits for the data. So knowing this message, we understand that we have to enter the hexadecimal number. So when hexadecimal number is entered and enter key is pressed, that number is taken in and is stored with the variable a. Now using another two statement, that hexadecimal number in the hexadecimal format gets printed, and also we print its decimal equivalent using the another printf statement. So whenever this program is run, first this message is displayed, enter a hexadecimal. So we have to enter hexadecimal number like this one, because hexadecimal number in C programming is represented with 0x. X may be either lowercase letter or uppercase letter, it doesn't matter. So once this number is entered and enter key is pressed, we get the output like this one. So here 1 2 AC hexadecimal number is displayed, and together with this one we have the decimal equivalent of this number is displayed. So in this way we can say that we can read and we can get the hexadecimal number in and display that on the output screen simultaneously. If we want to know the decimal equivalent of the hexadecimal number, just change the format specifier, we can get the decimal equivalent of that number. Now in case of the decimal number, we use the percentage D specifier. In case of the octal number, percentage O specifier is used, and in case of the hexadecimal number, percentage X is used. So different format specifiers are used for getting the decimal number, octal number, and hexadecimal number. But it is always possible that just use the percentage I and get these numbers in the program. So decimal, octal and hexadecimal value can be read through scanf using the percentage D, percentage O and percentage X format specifier respectively. That is, percentage D is used to input decimal number. Percentage O is used to input integer value in octal format. Percentage X is used to input integer value in hexadecimal format. But there is the best way to read the integer value in any format from decimal, octal and hexadecimal using the %i format specifier instead of using %d, %o and %x. So while inputting the data, reading the data either of integer data, octal data or float hexadecimal data, we can use the %i format specifier. The input value in decimal format, just write the value in decimal format. Example 255. To input value in the octal format, just write the value in the octal format allowed followed by the 0 that we already have discussed that. So this integer data represent the octal data 3377. Now if we write preceding with the 0x, that represent the hexadecimal number. Now let us try to understand this one through an example. So we have again a simple example, and using this example we will try to understand how to get the decimal integer data, octal integer data and hexadecimal integer data. So when this program is run, suppose we run the first time, reading first value in the decimal. First we will try to read the decimal value and display that one on the output screen. That is very obvious from this program. But just to understand the %i, we have to understand how this %i is used to read the integer value, decimal value, octal value and hexadecimal value and display that on the output screen. So when we run this first time, enter value, using this printf statement, enter value, this message is displayed. So first time when we enter 255, that is the decimal value, and press the enter key. So number equal to 255 is displayed using the printf statement. So when we enter 255, first it is stored with the number variable, and then using the printf statement, this value of number is displayed at this point. Suppose during the second time we enter the octal number. So when we enter the octal value, enter a value. Octal format is number just preceded with the 0. So this represents that we are entering a octal number. And when it is printed using the printf statement, and here %d is the format specifier. So what octal number we are entering, its decimal equivalent is printed at this point. So here after entering this octal number, when enter key is pressed, we have its decimal equivalent 255. Suppose we are running this program third time, and during the third time we are entering the hexadecimal number. So again we have to remember the correct format of the hexadecimal number. So if we enter the hexadecimal number like this one, 0xff, this indicates 0x indicate the following number is the hexadecimal number. So once writing 0xff, when we press the enter key, this hexadecimal number taken in and is stored with the integer variable num. But during the printing operation, here %d is there. It means that decimal equivalent of the hexadecimal number gets printed at this point. So we get the output like this one. So in this way, we have discussed through a number of the program how functions scanf is used to read either integer data, decimal data, octal data or hexadecimal data as well as float data. So we will now complete the discussion of formatted input as well as output function. Bye and have a nice day.